Shelter or house is one of the most basic needs that a human being must have. Yet we still have the urge of our desire to elevate those needs. From needs to satisfaction for architectural designs, and from those things pave the way for the variety of bigger houses, or what I call mansions, as our personal preference. As more and more people get richer and richer every day, they can afford to build some of the biggest homes, unimaginable homes, so big that it would look like the medieval period. Today, we will be looking at the top 10 of the most luxurious and incredibly massive mansions the world has ever seen. First in our list at number 10, Mesa Vista Ranch, 33,000 square feet. You know when they say the bigger the better in Texas? This is exactly the stuff they're talking about. The Mesa Vista Ranch is one of the most expensive properties in the United States. It was owned by Boone Pickens, the late oil prospector and the founder of hedge fund, who had a net worth of $500 million. Although the mansion itself is not the biggest one around, there's a reason why it gets to number 10 of our list. And it is because the ranch itself is a whopping 64,800 acres large. Not to mention that the main building on the ranch is a mansion that spans about 33,000 square feet, which is just a small fraction of the space on this massive ranch. The mansion comes with a dining room big enough to seat 30 people, also large enough to fit 40 people, and a home theater that comes with an adjoining popcorn room elsewhere on the property. There's an 11,500 square foot lake house with 3,800 square feet of patios. Overall, there are man-made waterfalls, creeks, and lakes, which is roughly 12 miles of water in length on this ranch. If you think that's all, then think again, because the ranch comes with an airport hangar that has a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment upstairs and a 6,000-foot runway. There's also a fleet of vehicles nearby to drive people to the main part of the ranch, and fire trucks as well, since this ranch looks like a small town at this point. Next on our list, at number 9, CASA ENCANTADA, 40,000 square feet. Do you want to be enchanted by a huge mansion? Well, located in Bel Air, California, along with the other mega mansions, the CASA ENCANTADA or House of Enchantment. It was built in 1938, and no expense was spared in its construction, which is saying a lot seeing how this was. However, during the Great Depression, the property was put up for sale in October of 2019 for a whopping $225 million, which is crazy at the time. It earned the title of the most expensive property for sale in the United States. The Casa Encantada is nearly 40,000 square feet and has 60 rooms including a reception hall with 18-foot ceilings, a card room, a large dining room, several living rooms for guests, and an indoor bar. Stick around a bit because still this isn't even the craziest mansion to come out of Bel Air. Number 8, the PRITZKER Estate, 49,000 square feet. It took about 6 years to complete this mansion, spanning from 2005 to 2011, which was enough time to make this building into one of the largest private residences in the city, often referred to as the Grand Hyatt Bel Air. This mansion is built for billionaire Anthony Pritzker, and yes, that's right, it is located in Los Angeles, California. The main building covers an area of 49,000 square feet. It has 2 basement levels, making it deceptively smaller than its actual size. Speaking of the basement, going down you'll find a game room, a bowling alley, a bar office, and an entertainment foyer, which seems too much for a basement. On the other hand, above ground you've got a gym, a library, a beauty salon, a spa for relaxation, and a massive swimming pool for everybody. That's not all you'll find above ground. In fact, that's just inside the mansion. On the outside, you'll find a guest house, another pool house, a tennis court for recreation, and residence for the staff that work on the property side. Obviously, you know your mansion is huge when you need live-in staff to keep it running while you are seated and relaxing. To top it off, there are 2 parking garages, one of which is big enough to hold 60 cars. Plus, the temperature of this property is maintained by geothermal systems and a climate control apparatus. Lastly, it has amenities many hotels can only dream of fitting for the man who makes his money from hotel empire. Number 7. Fairfield Pond, 62,000 square feet. Located in the Hampton Fairfield Pond, it stands out among the crowd of other lavish mansions, not just by being massive but also by being so expensive. You may estimate about it, but its worth is over $500 million, even though it was built at a cost of $110 million back in the 90s. The 62,000 square feet mansion is set on 63 acres of prime beachfront property. It is accompanied by 2 big pool houses and a playhouse which cover an added 40,000 square feet of space. There are about 21 bedrooms and 18 bathrooms on the property. In addition, it has 12 chimneys, so Santa doesn't get lost since there's a massive dining room that's about 91 feet long, 2 bowling alleys, a squash court, a basketball court, and a billiards room. For those of us who prefer to have fun while sitting down, the mansion comes with a screening room big enough to fit 164 people for a movie marathon and a hot tub that costs about the same as a supercar. Not surprising though that the tax on this mansion alone will build you your own mansion with a big pool and a large dining room. Number 6. GEMINI, 62,000 square feet. Located on the island of Manila, not in the Philippines, but in the south of Palm Beach, Florida, lies a $195 million mansion. That is not just one of America's most expensive mansions, but also one of the largest ones in the country. The mansion is 62,000 square feet, big enough to have 21 large bedrooms, several dining rooms, lounge rooms, big libraries, a media room, and a luxurious massive wine cellar. The interesting part of the property is that it comes with a botanical garden, a collection of living plants with 1,500 different species of plants, plus a guest house with 7 bedrooms, 2 cottages, and an apartment block all sat on 16.6 acres of land. If you think that's all and you haven't seen too many mega mansions, well, just wait. There's more. Since there's a putting green on the property, it's large enough to play golf on, so why not? There's also a large pool, a giant treehouse for all ages, a dock for your boat, and a basketball court, and there's so much more to offer. The GEMINI has 2 elevators and a whole network of underground tunnels connecting to the different structures on the property and leads all the way to the other side of the island for those quick getaways when the IRS comes. Number 5. 28A RUTLAND Gate, 62,000 square feet. Most of the mansions are either out in the woods, off in the countryside, or in the middle of a ranch, and for good reason. It's a lot harder to build your mega mansion smack dab in the center of the city. But not with one mansion. The 28A RUTLAND Gate found a way. The mansion is located in central London, just overlooking Hyde Park, and was sold in 2020 for an amount of $262 million, making it the most expensive house ever sold in the country. The interesting part was that the 28A RUTLAND Gate was once 4 separate homes before. Then they were all combined into one, totaling 62,000 square feet mega mansion. The mansion is 7 stories tall and has a total of 45 rooms, including 20 bedrooms, several grand staterooms, a spa and gym, a basement, swimming pool, and underground parking garage. Of course, since it's 7 stories, building an elevator is necessary. The interior of the mansion was designed by Alberto Pinto, the prolific French interior designer who has designed homes all over the world. The interior of RUTLAND Gate includes masterpieces like 24-karat gold-plated waste bins and jewel-encrusted bidets. Yeah, Alberto Pinto is a little eccentric. Number 4 goes to PENSMORE, 72,000 square feet. Sitting on 72,000 square feet of land, the huge PENSMORE mansion stands out. It has 13 bedrooms, 14 bathrooms. Although the mansion has undergone several redesigns and is likely not yet finished, still it was built as a survival stronghold and a mega mansion. The fact that the structure has 12-inch thick exterior walls is allegedly resistant to even the most powerful tornadoes, hurricanes, and earthquakes. Stephen Huff, the owner of the mansion, said in an interview that the building should be sturdy enough to stand for 2,000 years, which is either an impressive feat of architecture or propaganda to scare people away from his stronghold. Well, if society collapses, you should decide a structure which is also resistant to fire, bulletproof, bomb-proof, and bug-resistant, which for sure has got people speculating wildly about the real purpose of the mansion, with suggestions about it being a backup location for the president being passed around. My question is, when society crumbles, are we running towards PENSMORE or away from it? Next on our list at number 3, TAUHUAYUAN, 72,400 square feet. This one is not just the largest mansion in the world, but it is also the most expensive mansion found in China. The term TAUHUAYUAN means utopia or peace blossom land. And this mansion has probably earned that name on top of being beautifully designed since it is very, very big. There are 32 bedrooms and bathrooms in the mansion, all of which have been oriented towards the south, which might have something to do with feng shui. The residents can have a beautiful view of the nearby lake, and you may obviously see that the architectural design is decorated with traditional Chinese architecture and artworks, which really have to do with the mansion being located in China. It is allegedly sold for $154 million, which is about the price you'd expect for a feng shui designed Chinese mega mansion. And if you still think this mansion isn't cool, well, UNESCO deemed it a World Heritage Site, so take it up with them. Number 2, modern Versailles, 90,000 square feet. Mega mansions do not become a mega mansion overnight. If a classic mansion can be built over months, well, think twice, because this mega mansion that we are talking about has taken over 15 years to build. Yes, it takes 15 years to build and still it isn't complete. Well, it's quite reasonable why this mansion deserves our number 2 spot. Constructing this behemoth of a mansion has been quite a tall order. First, a man-made hill had to be constructed on 10 acres of lakefront land, and then the Herculean task of erecting a 90,000 square feet mansion. To start up, inside the mansion there's going to be 14 bedrooms, 11 kitchens, 5 pools, 3 indoors and 2 outdoors, a video arcade, and a ballroom capable of holding up to 1,000 guests. What did you think? They'd build a palace and not include a ballroom? It is estimated that by 2050, this mansion is finally complete and it'll be one of the biggest and most valuable mansions in the United States, aside from the newly invented Hoover mansions, of course. Finally, at the top of our list, the 100,000 square foot. Obviously, from its name and its being huge, is why it deserves to be our number 1 on the list. This mansion has been under construction by former movie producer Niall Niami all the way since 2013, and things went smoothly enough to have it become the largest mansion ever built in the world. This prime piece of real estate is located in no other place but Bel Air, California. To be absolutely crazy, this mansion covers over 100,000 square feet of space. Yes, you heard it right, an absolute chunkier of a building. In the interior of this mega mansion, it has 20 bedrooms, 30 bathrooms, 2 massive dining rooms, a kitchen that puts restaurant to shame, and a garage that holds 30 cars, but that's just the regular stuff. Well, we all know that a mansion isn't worth if it isn't so fun. You'd never want to leave on. That's why this mansion comes with a wine cellar capable of holding more than 10,000 bottles, 5 swimming pools, a bowling alley, a 36-seat movie theater, a large casino, and its very own nightclub. Not to mention that the design of this mansion is really top-notch, with minimalist designs, marble walls, see-through glass, and an amazing view of the Los Angeles skyline and the Pacific Ocean from your roof. Plus, you get to feel like a king as you stare down at the tiny mansions as your own subordinates. It was truly beyond a basic need for an individual. It is way beyond that rich people can have to satisfy their mega mansion cravings. Even having just one of those mansions value would sustain you for the rest of your life. And that was all the top 10 mega mansions around the world. Which one of these would you like to live in? And what are the most attractive ones for you? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video and want to see more Lux Life, hit that subscribe button. Cheers!